Today we have a terrible case involving a traumatizing murder of a minor, Tristyn Bailey, age 13, who was brutally murdered by her own friend, Aiden Fucci. This story is unlike any other. There was tampering of evidence, there was some satanic signs found, and a broken knife was later discovered from the scalp of the victim, which probably was the reason the killer stopped the insatiable stabbing.
You have been indicted by the St. Johns County Grand Jury on the charge of first-degree premeditated murder.
What would drive a mere teenager to commit such an excruciating tragedy? Let us find out. Before talking about the events that took place on 9th of May 2021, we would like to pay condolence to the Bailey family for the horror that swept away their happiness and well-being, and we hope that justice is served to the deceased family. This crime occurred on 9th of May 2021 in a very safe and prosperous Jacksonville, Florida community. Tristyn Bailey was found missing from her house when her mother went to wake her up in the early morning of 9th of May 2021. She was shocked to find her missing from the room and soon filed a complaint at the St. John County Police Center.
This is the photo the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office wants you to take a close look at. Tristyn Bailey is missing. Deputies say she was last seen during the overnight hours at the Amenities Center in the Durbin Crossing subdivision.
The whole community was disturbed by the disappearance of a local girl. Tristyn Bailey was a student of Patriot Oak Academy. She was a devout and enthusiastic cheerleader and had planned to continue her cheerleading through her college as well. She was last seen at 1:15 a.m. near the Amenities Center, Durbin Crossing, roaming with his friend. Video footage taken from a door camera showed that she was accompanied by Aiden Fucci, who was her schoolmate and friend. A different camera spotted them going toward a wooded area near Durbin. That was the last time Tristyn was seen. After 3 hours, around 3:30 a.m., Fucci was returning home from the wooden area alone, and there was no trace of Tristyn. He then walked straight home. Later, when police interrogated Fucci about what took him so late to reach his home, he merely said that he wanted to clear his head. When the Bailey family reported the disappearance, the whole community of Jacksonville volunteered with the search party to find Tristyn. Later that day, a neighbor went for a jog in the woods near Durbin Crossing and discovered the body of Tristyn Bailey. It was all soaked in blood. The neighbor panicked and called 911. The police soon came to the crime scene and procured the corpse. This body was soon identified by the Bailey family and Tristyn was pronounced dead. The prime suspect of this heinous murder was none other than Tristyn's schoolmate and dear friend, Aiden Fucci, the boy who was last seen with Tristyn entering the woods near Durbin. Fucci was soon taken into custody for interrogation.
Tristyn.
What's up, guys?
Tristyn, if you fucking walk out the damn
Fucking assault rifle on this bitch.
it's in a fucking cop car, cuz.
Mr. Fucci be detained by the Department of Juvenile Justice for 21 days.
During all this, a major investigation was going on in Jacksonville. The deputies questioned students of Patriot Oak School, where Tristyn Bailey and Aiden Fucci were attending high school. A lot of unimaginable evidence came against Aiden Fucci. He was very hot-tempered. He often talked about evil things like stabbing and killing. The evil intention of Aiden Fucci was also pointed out to the fact that Aiden's family had just moved into the safe neighborhood of Jacksonville, and they didn't share the high moral values and ethics of the community. Aiden was so serious that he told his girlfriend about his urge to drag someone in the woods and stab them. He recently told the same thing to his friends and talked about ending a life. He was planning to do that within 30 days. Fucci's girlfriend also told the deputies about the pocket knife, which he always carried with him. He named them Picker and Poker. She later identified the knife, which was found near the crime scene, as Fucci's own knife. A cloth with spots of blood was recovered from Fucci's bedroom, and with that, some satanic symbols and remarks about female private parts were found on the walls.
Aiden Fucci for first-degree murder, transferring the case from juvenile court to adult court.
With surmounting piles of evidence, Aiden was charged with first-degree premeditated murder, and he was moved from juvenile prison to normal prison. He was kept separate from other inmates. Upon the release of the autopsy reports, Tristyn was found to be stabbed around 114 times, which means that the killer had 113 times to realize his mistake and stop. The chilling episode only came to an end when the knife was broken and stuck in the scalp of the victim. There were 47 wounds on Tristyn's limb, which showed that she fought the killer and didn't give up so easily. There was no chance of burglary because Tristyn's wallet, a cotton candy vape, and some cash was covered at the crime scene. When Fucci was interrogated, he denied the charges against him and pleaded his innocence. He told the police that Tristyn had tried to touch his private parts, which got him pissed, so he pushed Tristyn and went away from the woods. The police suspected the statement was a lie and continued with the interrogation. Another surprising incident happened when footage from a home camera showed Fucci's mother entering his son's room. She took a pair of jeans and placed them in the washing machine.
Mother, Crystal Smith, walking into an upstairs bathroom. Smith is seen cleaning her son's bloody jeans. When officers went into the home, they found a pair of wet jeans in Fucci's bedroom. And as we reported earlier this summer, the jeans and a drain in a bathroom tested positive for blood.
The police took her under custody for tampering with the evidence. She also denied those charges and told them she had no idea of the murder, and because of insubstantial evidence, she was released from detention. Fucci was the prime suspect in the murder from the start of the investigation. There was a whole lot of evidence that clearly pointed out him as the killer. Another substantial piece of evidence came from an unidentified inmate from the jail, with whom Aiden had supposedly shared some information. Before his routine pre-trial hearing, Aiden Fucci, he was handcuffed and taken to a telephone booth in Duval County Jail so he could listen to his court hearings. The video footage which surfaced online showed weird behavior by Fucci, who was looking around the room with a dazed expression.
What we got going on? Why am I here? I just want to talk to my mom and dad. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
The case is still under investigation. Aiden Fucci is in Duval County Jail awaiting his second trial. With all the evidence against Fucci, it is said that he will face life imprisonment for the crime he committed. After all this fiasco, the Bailey family bravely spoke up against the crime.
I will follow what Tristyn has always said. Get it together. You got this, Mom.
And informed other parents to be careful around their children and keep an eye on them. Even the most innocent can have the capability to commit the most heinous crime.